So for the last month, I've been playing nothing but Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. And let me tell you, the Stories franchise has slowly been becoming one of my favorite franchises in all of gaming. The first playthrough I did lasted me almost 150 hours. It's over 150 now because I've gone back and played a little bit more in that playthrough, but almost 150 hours in the Stories game. The turn-based Monster Hunter Pokemon-like game. The game that puts Pokemon to shame in many aspects. But I had a problem. Throughout my 150 hours of my first playthrough, I kept getting this itch. This something missing. Just didn't know what it was. So as the hours went by, and as I was playing on stream and talking with everyone in the community and whatnot, I started to reflect. And a lot of people, when the game was reviewed and after the game came out, were talking about how hard the game was at certain instances. And I'm one who went through the demo. I didn't get the game early. I'm way too small for that. But I did go through the demo, and I put a ton of time in the demo. Things like all the Pharaoh monsters and Espinaz, they were challenges that I even made videos on, and I enjoyed those fights quite a bit. Now, as I'm going through my first full playthrough, I don't feel that challenge there anymore, because I'm spending a lot of time in each area, fighting, stuff back and forth, making armor, making weapons, but doing a lot of habitat restoration, which gives you a lot of experience over time, especially if you do it throughout all 4 areas of the game. So I think that's what I was missing. I was missing that challenge. I was missing that excitement, that adrenaline rush after you beat a hard monster, something that you shouldn't be beating at that point. So I started thinking about what I could do. And with this being a quote-unquote Pokemon-like game, and me liking to watch channels like Scott's Thoughts on YouTube, I know of something called minimum battles. That is in Pokemon where you go through and you try and beat the game with a particular Pokemon, usually modded in, so not just a starter Pokemon, but a random one. And you only fight the required amount of battles to beat the game. So I started thinking, is that possible in Monster Hunter Stories 3? Or could I be biting off more than I can chew here? But that didn't concern me very long because I quickly decided I'm going to try it. And I announced it on the streams that I'm going to be going back and trying to do a challenge run. Because I did do a challenge run in Stories 2, which was a Nuzlocke, also another Pokemon thing. And that wasn't particularly hard. So, I decided to do this challenge, but there were a few rules. It was not going to be minimum battles. It was going to be minimum experience. Because, technically, you can level up by collecting eggs, you can level up by collecting herbs, by collecting ore. All that stuff gives you experience. It would take quite a long time, but it does give you experience. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do minimum battles and minimum experience. Meaning, throughout the entire game, there are 29 mandatory fights spread across the 4 areas of the game. Those are going to be the only fights we are doing. Also, we will not be engaging in extra battles at all, meaning we will not be going in extra battles to break parts and then escaping from the battle. So technically we don't get experience, but we still get parts to make stuff. We will not be doing that. We will not be picking up anything that we are not forced to that gives us EXP. This includes eggs, herbs, ores, all that stuff that I had mentioned before. We are, however, allowed to pick up Poogies and chests. Poogies and chests do not give experience, nor are they classified as battles. The reason for this is Poogies strategically give you different items, and chests also give you decorations. Now, if we get experience by accident, we must reload the save. Also, we are not den farming. Therefore, we're not going into dens and searching for chests. When I say chests, we're talking about overworld chests, the blue ones, that have decorations and equipment booklets in them. The equipment booklets, shocker, we're not going to be able to make, except for one. And we'll get to that in just a minute. but that one is very important. We can only use monsters that the story gives us as well, and we can only use the skills that are on those monsters, as we cannot get any eggs or other monsters of any sort in any other way. We must win with the equipment that is available to be made by defeating the monsters that the story requires us to defeat. And we cannot use the EXP gain meal that you can get pretty early in the game. Eleanor can make you certain meals, but we will not be using the EXP one. The rest of the meals are all fine. However, throughout the entire playthrough, we will only be able to get each meal one time because we're not picking up the materials to replenish the meals. We can also buy anything that we have enough points for from the merchant Mealinks. That's the cat that is beside your camps or back in town. So we set off for this journey, and boy oh boy, was it a journey.
Ratho would just fucking
Let's take a look.
because he's an asshole. Skip it, skip all of the cuts. Yes. Yes, we will. Not this part. Yeah. Can we paralyze one of these guys?
Let's go.
Now you may have noticed in the background we have fought basically everything up until the end of the first area. We started off with a Velociprey, moved into the Velocidrome fight, then we fought the Polumu into the feral Chotacabra. We then went to the honed Glavenus, the feral Yian-Kutku, and the invasive Yian-Garuga. Before finally coming to the fights where we do with Simon, where we fought the dual feral Velocidrome, the feral Gypsaros, that's when Simon comes back to us, and we are finally on the dual honed Glavenus. Now, I basically put all those fights at the beginning with the voiceover, telling you about what's going on and what we're doing and whatnot, mostly because none of these fights are particularly interesting, nor are they particularly hard. They're all quite easy fights. You can do these and get out of the first area within the first hour of playing. They're not bad. None of these gave us too much of issue. I think we fainted, like we actually lost all our hearts on the Hone Glavenus the first time, because I'm an idiot, mostly. I wasn't paying attention. But other than that, once we started paying attention, we were fine. But yeah, so we're going to finish up this fight here, and then we're moving to Area 2, and we'll go from there.
Hard deeply, bruh. Makes me hate Clarissa. 100 plus more. More I see that one cutscene here. Of her trying to kill Simon. It's regular speed.
Go ahead.
Now you're gonna use it? Okay. Dickhead. Of getting in a chest, let me know.
No way I'll give up.
Impressive.
No stun.
Let's go.
Thank goodness. No.
Damn.
Prince. No. Prince.
Okay. We need to get a little bit luckier on this.
As should be evident here, we are a little rusty on these early fights. We did only play through the game once, and I think we only fought Magnamalo twice in that playthrough. Maybe only once in that playthrough, because we were quite over-leveled till we got to the end. But we do snag this in the third attempt here. I won't show you the whole thing, just the end of it. But this was when I kind of realized that the first area, we were kind of lollygagging around, just kind of having fun, doing whatever we wanted. Nothing could really beat us. But in the second area, we are going to see that change. You have to pay more attention. And you're going to see that trend go on and on and on through the areas up and coming for Area 3 and then Area 4. Although there are very few fights in Area 3, that's when we really have to start hunkering down. But the second area here does give us a little bit of pause. So you'll notice some of that. I'll let you watch the rest of the Magnamalo fight here towards the end. And this is our introduction to Area 2.
I think we can. I think we can.
I got it!
Because I think we'll get the stun.
The power of friendship!
Excellent!
Perfect.
Now's your chance!
Doesn't matter. Alright.
This'll do it!
He died like a bitch, Magnamalo. He died like a bitch.
You did your best.
A B rating. Fuck off.
Let's go.
So going into the first proper fight of Area 2, we have Feral Somnacanth. Now, Feral Somnacanth is a fight that you can very, very easily lose here. It has AoE attacks that do decent amounts of damage to you at this point, both with lightning attacks, also with its sleep that it can inflict on everybody in the party all at once. It is very important to make sure you and your teammates stay alive as long as possible. So going in here, you can still use the iron bow that you get at the beginning of the game, and you can use Eleanor. Now the upside to Eleanor is that if she goes down to 1 heart, she can give you tenacity, which is really helpful. You could also use someone like Cora, but she's not as good here as Eleanor in my opinion. But first move, it's going to do an AoE, like lightning breath attack on everybody. If you use your iron bow and use attack down, every single one of you will survive, including Eleanor. Eleanor survives with about 4 HP. I would recommend changing to Tobi-Kadachi, because that's, it resists thunder. It's going to be good for this. And then going through this, you want to make sure you keep the Wyvern Soul Gauge down as much as possible while continuing to break parts and trying to paralyze, because that's your best CC at the moment. Eleanor's Anjanath is going to do a ton of damage. Eleanor herself, if she does her charged greatsword hit, is also going to do a ton of damage. Again, you can lose this fight at a higher level than what we are now, fairly easily. We are level 15 here. This fight, we end up going up to 17. But this is, again, the first proper fight in Area 2, where Magnamalo was entering into Area 2. We are now properly in Area 2. This is going to be a test of if you are paying attention to what's going on. It's not the hardest fight, but it definitely makes you pay attention. Again, like I said before, Area 2 is going to be something that pushes you more towards that. The fights are very doable, but you cannot just lollygag around and not pay attention.
I got it!
I think we can kill it. I think we can kill it.
This better work!
Watch out!
Nice one.
It did. Okay. So I'm going to be honest here. Feral Great Izuchi is not a problem in the slightest. It's probably the easiest fight we have in Area 2 by far. If this isn't it, it's probably the next fight. But this will give me a little bit of an opportunity to talk about something I have not yet. We are 17 going into this fight. We're going to end the fight going to level 19. Our weapons we are using, and that we will continue to use throughout all of Area 2, are going to be the weapons that we start off with. So we have the Great Sword, and we have the Iron Bow, with the exception of Magia's Charm Hunting Horn. Now you pick this up on your way to fight the Polumu in the first area. And so long as you get the correct luck, you will have everything you need to make this weapon. But that is going to be the only weapon that we make in this entire playthrough that we get from a chest. We are not going to be able to make anything else in this playthrough from a chest, whether it be a weapon or armor. Like I said, the Great Izuchi fight is super easy. We're not going to really cover any of the fight here. So let's just move on to the next one. We follow up the Great Izuchi fight with yet another fight that is not difficult in the slightest. And if there was any other justification for that, it's that I went into this fight forgetting what the win condition was. And the win condition is simply just eliminate 2 of these small Azuros. And that's it. That's all you have to do. I went into this not knowing that. Chat reminded me of it like halfway through the fight, and we still won. Now this fight actually does unlock something that is very important for the rest of the game, and if this fight did not unlock this, we would not be able to complete this challenge past this point. Because the very next fight that we go into is going to be the Feral Aknosom. Now to get the Feral Aknosom, you need the dig ability. Only one monster up to this point has the dig ability, and it is the canine, the Palamute. This fight gives us that Palamute. We now have a full team with Ratha, Yinkutku, Palumu, the Palamute, Velocidrome, and Tobikadachi. That's our full team. We do not get any more monsters past this point. We do not get any more skills other than what are on those monsters past this point. This is it. This is what we are going through the rest of the game with. We can change skills from one of our monsters to another, but we cannot gain anything from any other monsters, nor add other monsters to the team. We are locked in at this point. These are our options. Let's see what we do with them.
Oh, it's just get rid of the minis? Is that what it is in this one again?
You've got this!
Counting on you.
Thank goodness! Got it! You did it!
Yay!
Yeah! On to the next!
Alright. Here it is.
What a stalwart creature!
Next feral monster right here.
This monster...
I don't know how this is going to go. We do have 1 vital essence. I was hoping I could attack down.
No, sprint!
Shit. Yep, I'm dead.
No!
Son of a
Prince,
bitch.
No, sprint! Not like this.
Okay. I was level 40 for this fight.
This monster.
Yeah, I'm just at 19.
Now on to the next monster that we have coming up, and that's going to be Feral Aknosom. Now Feral Aknosom put me through my paces initially here. I have 2 failures off the bat to Feral Aknosom. Aknosom has this weird dual typing of fire and ice. It also comes with one of its best skills, Fireball Frolic. Fireball Frolic is a skill that I used in my initial playthrough because it's a very good fire attacking move that hits all enemies for random amounts of damage. This skill can do very little to us, and we will survive at times. It can also do a ton and wipe you. First two attempts we went through, we lost quite quickly actually. But then the third attempt, it occurred to me that for a decent chunk of it, I could just ride Ratha and stay safe. So that's what we ended up doing. We rode Ratha. And two things reared their ugly heads in this fight. Two things that I have very big gripes with in the game after doing this playthrough. Again, I love the game. These are just small things. One, the enemy monsters not having clear and obvious targets when they are attacking single players is an issue that needs fixed in this game. It will not show you if it's doing a head-to-head attack or if it's doing an AoE attack. Because an AoE attack, the monster can face anywhere it wants. It'll show it facing one person or one monster, and then it does an AoE, and it wipes you all because you thought it was a head-to-head. That's an issue. Now, most monsters, if you go through, they do have a set move order, but not all. So that becomes frustrating. The second thing that frustrates me that I found out in this playthrough particular, because we did end up fighting monsters multiple times and pressing the retry button. Because once you die to a monster, you can just retry that fight, and it takes you right back to the beginning. There is a glitch where you have no music. You have no music while you're fighting, so it's just dead silence. And like the monster roars every now and again, and you'll get dialogue. And it's just like this weird, eerie silence of nothing going on, and it's really off-putting. We get that quite often in this playthrough, and it's probably one of my biggest gripes of this entire game. Although I did go through the entire first playthrough not dealing with it at all. So for whatever that's worth, that's 150 hours. But we were also over-leveled in that. Whereas in this, we are drastically under-leveled in most things. So, like this fight here, we are level 19. The monster is level 27. So it's 42% higher of a level. It is 8 levels higher than us. Almost 50% higher of a level than us. Which, if you remember the demo, is not that big of a deal. Because in the demo, we were fighting things that were 40 levels higher than us. 50 levels higher than us. Not that big of a deal until you remember it's not just the level. We don't have any extra skills. We can't get any monsters to change up our set. We can't get any egg skills. We can't raise our monsters to be S rank. We can't do any of this other stuff that we could in the demo. So not only are we dealing with being at a lower level, but now we are also hampering ourselves skill-wise as well as equipment-wise, because we can't just go out and make whatever equipment we want either, because oftentimes the equipment is not makeable. Now, at this point in the game, we do have equipment that we can make. We just aren't. We have another fight after this yet. Before we make equipment, actually 2 fights maybe until we make equipment. The next fight after this is going to be a particular Elder Dragon, which is going to set us up to leave the area, go into the next area. I am talking quite a lot here, just because the fight that's in the background, again, has no sound. Like, you have me talking, you have the monsters roaring, but you have no music in the background. So it's a little eerie. It's a little weird to watch. So we're probably just going to skip on forward to the final stage of that fight, and we'll continue on. Again, things are becoming a little bit more difficult, but not tremendously, so you're not missing too much. As soon as we get through the area.
And we have to be very careful not to get any experience from anything. That's crucial. We did have to restart one time yesterday from Eleanor getting us experience. Damn it.
So, yes, Eleanor did make us reset the day prior to getting to Yama Tsukami. She actually ran into a bunch of rocks and broke them to get through. Didn't know that was possible until she did that. But yes, you have to be careful of that as well during a playthrough like this, which is wild. That your partner can just get you experience by breaking things that you didn't tell them to do. Now, moving on to Yama Tsukami, we have a fight that is going to be going along the trend of the past few fights, in that it's going to take us 3 tries to win. The first 2 tries, we die rather quickly. We find out of the 3 AoE attacks that it has, 2 of them we cannot live. One of them we can. So the 3 AoE attacks include Steam Surge. That's going to be the blast of fire that comes out the bottom of it. That one's not too bad. That one, Ratha, Yin Kutku, most of your monsters can survive pretty easily. You're going to survive that one so long as you have a decent chunk of health. That one's not bad. The other 2, however, we cannot survive. The monster can survive the next one, which is Tentacle Vortex, if it has full health, and depends on which monster it is. It has to be one of your monsters with higher defense. So like Polumu can survive this. You will die from this at full health, and we did that a couple of times here. It will take you completely down. There's not much you can do here. You can ride the monster. That'll save you. But that's about it. The other thing that will get you is Yama Tsukami's pull. This is when it has its mouth open. For 6 turns, it will either do wait and see or a head-to-head technical attack. On the 7th turn, Yama Tsukami will do a pull attack. That's the vacuum attack it does with its mouth. This will one-shot you. Anything under level 25, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, you will just die from this. So there is no, I'll just get the best defensive armor that I can. That's not going to work for this attack. If you're not on your monster, you will lose a heart. Period. What we ended up doing is we ended up using Magia's Charm to constantly keep refreshing our hearts. And then we tried to get up as many different kinships as we could. And then we just ride whenever we could. That's what did it for us. The fight ended up taking, I think, 55 turns. It's not too exciting. Yama Tsukami fight is very scripted, although, again, most of these beginning fights in the video, until we get to Area 4, we don't have to know the script for. You don't need to know the script. You can kind of stumble through the first 3 areas not knowing the script fairly easily until you get to Area 4, and then you have to know, scripted moves and what moves come where, stuff like that. So right here, we're still feeling it out. We're still, kind of not lollygagging around, but we aren't being very optimal at this point, because optimally, you would only attack the tentacles for Yama Tsukami. If you attack the valve, it actually extends the fight, because breaking the tentacles will guarantee the mouth open, which just makes the fight go faster. Not something we knew here going in. Again, it was only the second time I've played, and I didn't really script it the first time. But things are starting to get to the point where we are dying more. We are having to restart the fights. And while doing so, we're learning a lot for playthroughs to come. Again, this was the basis for what we would later do other challenge runs in. It really did help us to do this playthrough and understand how to get through stuff at the lowest possible level. And again, up to this point, it's not that difficult. This is going to be the last fight before we actually enter into Area 3. The next fight is going to be the Almudron fight. Let's get on to that one.
That we're never going to be able to have.
Let's go.
Let's do attack down. Or do we want to go with defensive ditty? defensive ditty, actually.
Counting on you.
Now, Almudron, being the opening monster of Area 3, does allow us to ease into Area 3 very nicely. The reason I say that is Almudron does not have anything that is going to really bother us too much. It does have AoEs, it does have moves that do damage over time, such as the mud puddles that it will get you with. But other than that, Almudron is a very easy fight. We don't lose at all in this one. We just bulldoze right through. Now, we do bank some Magia Charm Magnificent Trios and just use those to keep our hearts up. And we do as well bank some kinship gauges until the end of the fight. The end of the fight goes rather easy because of that, because we just use 2 of those in a row and break them down. Up until that point, there is not really anything that Almudron's going to throw at us that is going to be able to one-shot us consistently. Like I said, Almudron is not a very hard fight. It's going to do a lot of AoEs, but nothing that's going to really make us worried. So long as we keep damaging the Wyvern Soul gauge and eliminate it when we need to, so that it misses its next attack, we don't have a problem. As well as the fact that the AoE is just, most of them don't do enough damage to really one-shot us. And then when we do get the AoE that lays the mud on the ground, we just use Magia's Charm and we gain back some health every turn. Not that difficult. There's not much else to say about Almudron. It was a fairly easy fight. Again, I think we lost 2 hearts, but we gained them back right away. So it wasn't anything to write home about. We're just going to move right on to the next one.
Diablos, right? It's up on top. Is that right, Dead Space 10? Alright, Ajarakan Feral.
This monster.
Well,
We are much more capable now.
Now, moving on to Feral Ajarakan, we have a fight that, again, is not super difficult. We do beat it in our first try. Right before this fight, we made the equipment from Almudron. So we got Almudron's armor, longsword, and Almudron's bow. All of which are going to come in very handy here. Almudron's bow, initially, because it has accuracy down. Now with Feral Ajarakan, it's going to try and apply Blast Blight as often as possible, and then it's going to try and proc that Blast Blight as early as possible, just like its skills do if you get an Ajarakan. Our trick here was we got lucky and we dodged after applying accuracy down small. And then with our monsters, anytime they would get Blast Blight on them, right before it would explode, we would just change monsters. We had this fight done in 23 moves. If the fight would have lasted longer, that would have came back to bite us. But we were able to do this and get it done fairly quickly because we just upgraded all our gear. Now, over the last 2 fights, neither one has taken more than 23 moves. Ajarakan here took 23. Almudron took 22. We are doing excellent against these monsters right now. And we're only level 25. We were 23 against Almudron. And we didn't even have any upgraded gear. We only had the starting weapons. Now we finally upgrade our gear just at the perfect time to then make it as easy as the fight prior. As far as Thea is concerned, I went into this fight not realizing she was my partner right now, because once you go through Almudron's fight, you know, you don't have your partners with you for that fight. Once you go through there, it automatically assigns you back Thea. Don't know why it chooses that one, probably because it's our apprentice, but that's why Thea's here. No actual rhyme or reason why I would have picked Thea, but it works fine. Unfortunately, we do have another monster here in Feral Ajarakan that there's not really much to talk about. He has 2 phases, okay? The first phase, he is going to be technical in his normal state, and when he's overheated, you know, when his back glows red, he's going to be in power state. Other than that, there's not much to watch out for. He's going to try and apply Blast Blight, and he's going to try and explode the Blast Blight. However, when he tries to apply the Blast Blight, he also inflicts Wyvern Soul down on himself, which makes it so much easier to put him into blue gauge. that he's just not a threat at this point, especially with our upgraded equipment that we have now. So we have kind of another fight that we're not going to cover too much. Now, we've been doing this for a lot of the fights. We've been kind of skimming across, not really saying much, and I'm going to tell you that's kind of just how the beginning of the game is. It's not hard. That is not how the game's going to end, though. So don't go anywhere. We do have some very interesting and difficult fights to come, especially at low level. So keep an eye out for that. We're getting there. Now, coming to Death's Maw, obviously not a monster fight currently, but we hit a snag. We couldn't find a way up. We have to get to the next ledge up to be able to progress forward, but the only way is to take a wind tunnel or a wind cyclone and ride it upward. Now, that's not a problem. We have monsters to do that, obviously. We've done it plenty of times up until this point. The problem comes in that in Death's Maw, there are Therabes. Those are the big orange sack-looking bugs that are out there, usually around the wind cyclones. Most of the wind cyclones or wind tunnels in this area have those. Now, you can dodge most of them by exiting the tunnels fast enough. This one, however, you need to get such height that you are required to grab some. Now, through a bunch of deliberation here, came to the conclusion there was no other way to get around this other than using this wind cyclone. You can dodge at least one of these. We were not able to dodge two of them. There's 3 in a row on this particular one. We were not able to dodge 2, but we were able to dodge 1. As far as I'm concerned, we are still a minimal experience because I did not see a way that we could get by without grabbing both of these. This did have us stuck for quite a bit, just wondering where we'd be able to get around this, but we didn't find anything. We tried glitching on top of a cave, we tried climbing up different walls. There's nothing. You have to use this particular wind tunnel to get up. So that's why this is included. Just like I included the tree earlier, because that's part of the tutorial. You have to shoot the tree. Can't get around without that. That does give you materials and it gives you experience. Same thing as this. So I figured it's fair. Include this here. Let you know where we got the rest of our experience from. That said, if you noticed, we're in Death's Maw. This is all of Area 3. We had Almudron, Feral Ajarakan. Now we're Death's Maw, which has 2 more fights. And that's it. Area 3 is halfway done.
Mr. Right? Raina-Kadaki.
Huh? Let's do.
Oh, Raina-Kadaki. Not my favorite monster, I gotta say. Not my favorite monster from Rise Sunbreak. But it is quite the challenge. We're at the point where, again, Area 3 has only 4 fights. But what they are looking for is for you to have explored, leveled up, and, go in with some better gear. We're at the point where pretty much everything's going to start one-shotting us. Feral Raina-Kadaki is hard for a few reasons. It's not a difficulty of which you cannot overcome. It's not even as hard as, say, Espinas in the demo was. But it's definitely not an easy fight. Not at our level, anyways. So, we are level 27 going into this fight. Feral Raina-Kadaki only has 2 attack types. It has technical and speed. Its Rachnoids are also just technical. The majority of the fight, you're going to be going up against technical attacks if they're head-to-head. So it's not difficult in that aspect either. The only time that it is not technical is when it's speed, and that's when its cocoon is on its back. The problem again becomes any red cone attack and any AoE to this point is pretty much going to one-shot us. So we have to work around that. And to be honest, this is about the difficulty that I think most fights should be, if not slightly harder. Now, for this fight, again, we are going to lean on Magia Charm. I know it's like I'm a broken record at this point, but Magia Charm to keep our hearts up. We're also going to bank our kinships as long as possible. until we are getting an attack such as Entangling Thread, which is an AoE attack, or it's doing something like Feral Fox Flame Bubbles. That's a red cone attack. Those ones we can't head to head. We are going to go down with those. So it's a good idea, one, to use Korra because, shielding stance pulls those attacks away from you and toward her, saving you hearts. Two, it's a good idea to bank your kinships so you can just ride your monster during these attacks. Now, if you stay with this and you are very cognizant of everything that's going on, and you make sure you have Magnificent Trio ready when you need it, and you keep your hearts up, this will not be an insurmountable, difficulty to complete this fight, to beat it. But you can definitely tell that the fights are getting harder. Again, I do suggest Korra for this. That's what we ended up changing to. The first time I went in, I did it with Thea, and we ended up losing twice on this. Then we won a third time. It seems to be our go-to. Lose twice, win the third time. Now, I'm not going to lie, we do rely a lot on Magia Charm here. However, if you're getting sick and tired of hearing about Magia Charm, don't worry, because it's not a hunting horn we're going to use throughout the end of the game. Ironically, this is going to be one of the weapons that we do drop, but you have to stay tuned to see why that is. Here's the end of the Pharaoh Raina-Kadaki fight. It was a very good fight. I did enjoy this one. And as I say in the video, I expect Rey Dau to be even harder.
Let's go.
Over here!
You missed. She's just dodging everything. It's hilarious.
Watch out!
Ready?
Alright.
I got it! The power of friendship!
Holy shit, that did nothing.
Counting on you. Ready?
We have 2 hearts. That could actually kill us if we attack both of us with this stupid fucking thing. We can't do that.
This
We
better
did
work!
that last
Now's your
time.
chance!
Okay, stagger. That's fine.
Nailed it! Good going!
Keep it up! Let's go.
Good. Fuck, I don't have Magnificent Trio available.
Nailed it! Good going!
Ooh, it's broken.
How's this?
Yes.
Amazing.
Alright, bitch.
Counting on you.
No more. No. You're dead.
I got it.
Fuck off. Alright. That one was difficult. I have a feeling Rey Dau is going to be much the same.
See that?
Power of friendship.
You did it! Yeah! On to the next!
That was almost 50 moves, by the way.
All right.
It's like move 46 or something like that. Alright, Rey Dau.
Monster.
You are the only thing standing between us and
You
Zone
have to
4 at level 30.
Let's go.
Attack down.
Over here! This'll do it!
That didn't work. Epic showdown time. Well, we just lost 2 hearts off the back, so, you know.
Alright, so now that we're at Rey Dau, every fight from here on will be on the channel. At least the win will be. I'm not going to put on every attempt, because there's certain monsters in here that we have hours upon hours upon hours of video on, of us trying to get through. But every win from Rey Dau on will be on the channel. Aside from Ancient. I refuse to put Ancient or its battle on my channel at all. I refuse to put that kind of spoiler on my channel. I just don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it. So I don't want people clicking on it by accident, or, you know, the video auto playing or anything like that. So that, you know, anything with Ancient will not be on there. However, when we look at Rey Dau and all the other fights, they're all fights that you can lose over and over and over. We're at the point where most guides are going to tell you to be a slightly to a significantly higher level than what we are. Take Rey Dau here. It is said that you should not fight Rey Dau until being at least level 35. And at 35, it's going to be quite difficult to beat. We are fighting Rey Dau currently at level 30. Let me put it in perspective. The difference of 4 levels, not even 5, 4 levels, can take you from being one-shot and attack down small, not being able to save you from that, to being able to survive without attack down small. That's the difference. Just 4 levels. So 5 levels, like, there's certain attacks that we just are not going to live. Rey Dau here is going to show us quite a few of those attacks. As you can see in our first attempt, we lost within just a couple turns. I think it was like turn 3, 4, something like that. We were done. Now, it did only take us 2 fights, to actually beat Rey Dau. However, the second fight, if you go and watch the VOD of that, it is a fight that we proc paralysis and get him to be paralyzed at the correct times. We proc evasion, that we evade AoEs at the correct time. Korra gives us a heart, uses a vital essence on us, gives us a heart at the correct time. And we are using accuracy down on our Almudron bow, as well as heavily relying on Magia's charm, monsters being up high enough kinship that we can ride them at the exact time we need it, and also manipulating the Wyvern Soul Gauge to work in our favor. If not for all of this, there are plenty of times in this fight that we would have lost. You need some luck on your side for this fight, because if you don't have it, early on you're going to lose 2 hearts real quick. Now, there are things that you can do to help with this. Things like putting Tobi-Kadachi in because it resists the thunder attacks. Other things like making sure that you use a vital essence if you have a free turn and you know that there's going to be an AoE coming up that you're not sure about. One of the moves that we rely heavily on is going to be from Ian Kutku, who we finally named Jaw Titan. And that move's called Unstoppable. That is one of the best moves that we have for damaging the Wyvern Soul Gauge. That, in conjunction with everything else, is going to carry us. You have to stay on top of this fight, because if everything does not go right, we would have just been resetting. Because there's so many points in this fight where if you fall behind, you're done. The more I watch this and the more I realize this fight compared to one later, this actually mirrors a fight later on that we had a much tougher time with. This is almost like the little brother to a fight later on, and I didn't realize it until I started making this video. Things only get tougher from here. You're going to see frustration You're going to see different strategies than what we've been employing. Even in the next battle, you're going to see different strategies than what we've been employing. From here on out, it's going to require a lot of ingenuity, you could say. A lot of thought process rather than just going in with whatever we have. Because up to this point, that's what we've been doing. We've been going in with whatever we have, and we've just been taking things on. This is where that stops.
It's mad. Power. It's mad with power. Mad with power.
Now's your chance.
Okay.
Nice one. Come on.
All right.
everyone.
All right. All right.
Nailed it. Amazing.
Dead.
You did it.
Oh God.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
2 vital essences, but we made it. Holy shit. Level 30 Rey Dau. Yes, please save. Huge GG. Fucking right, man. Got 2 more levels. I'm thinking... Let's fucking go. That's right, man. That's right. That's right, Fernando. I'm thinking maybe end of the game, somewhere around 40. Did I already save? I did. Oh, God.
Seems like a decent place to make camp.
Agreed. Shall we set up?
Ah, shit.
Oh, B, that's a Blangonga.
Forgot about Blangonga here.
Time to go.
Fire would actually be very helpful.
Excellent.
So sad.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Don't push yourself.
Oh, shit.
No, Prince.
Oh, no. The little ones one-tap us. Oh, no.
Heading into Feral Blangonga, we are at an all-time high. We're finally in Area 4. We've gotten here in under 8 hours. Not that it's a speed run, but goofing around, talking to chat, having a good time, and really not struggling too much with most fights. Getting here in that amount of time was quite, not really a surprise, but kind of a surprise. We all thought that I'd struggle a little bit more on other fights, and it wouldn't be this easy to get to this point of the game. Now, initially fighting Feral Blangonga, I fought it at the end of day 2 stream. It was right after we had a crash. You'll actually notice in that clip that the audio and the video are not synced perfectly. That's a byproduct of me having a crash. Things did not line up properly when we came back, so we ended the stream right after that. And then we moved into doing another stream later on to continue on the fight. As far as Feral Blangonga goes, specifically for the fight, it's very easy to map out what it's going to do. However, it's not easy to just win out of nowhere here. We actually ended up changing up out of our Almudron bow. We went to the Ajarakan gun lance at this point. We still do have Magia's Charm here for this fight. That will not be lasting too much longer. but we do still have it for this fight. The issue with this fight is not Blangonga itself. It's Blangos that it calls in. It's going to go in like a specific order. It has two different states. It has normal state and enraged state. Normal state, it's power. Enraged state, it's speed. Not a big deal. It has one big AoE that it does. It's the Thunder Call attack. It will wipe us at this point. We cannot survive it. But in its initial state, it's going to do a power move, then it's going to do Thunder Call, then third turn it's going to enrage. From there, it'll do a speed attack and Thunder Call, and finally it's going to call its pack and give an assault order. This is where you can die real quick. And I've seen a lot of people suggest Ogden for this. I've seen people suggest Eleanor for this. No. The only way, in my opinion, for this, at this low of a level, is to use Korra. Korra is essential here, because what you're looking for is if it does pack call and assault order, I mean, it's going to do those, but when it does those, if it chooses you or your monster, and Korra does not use shielding stance, you're dead. You're done. Especially if it's you. You can make it through, technically, if you have all your hearts, but you need the specific move order to happen. So the Blangos, on the next turn after it does Assault Order, are going to attack you head-to-head, both of them. Blangonga is going to attack you with a red cone attack that cannot be dealt with head-to-head. So you have to attack back into one of the Blangos, you have to win it, and it has to go before either of the other two attack you. If you do not get the correct move order, which it is possible not to, you then lose. Because one of them is going to attack you, it's going to take a heart, which is going to then cancel out your head-to-head, meaning the other two are going to attack you and both take a heart. That is a straight-up loss. The only way to get around that is either A, be lucky and pick the right move order, or B, have Korra and have her use shielding stance, which is also luck, because she doesn't always. She's kind of an asshole like that, but we deal with it. So the way to get around this is, again, a little bit of luck on that part, but then get Yi and Kutku, use Unstoppable, and you want their Wyvern Soul gauges to go down. Now, the Blango have very small Wyvern Soul gauges. It won't take long to do that. And you're still going to be attacking Blangonga doing this. You want to put in as much damage to Blangonga as possible. Also, having Blangonga's Wyvern Soul gauge down is going to help you as well for the Thunder Call AoE attack that it does. The more time that the Blangos are down, stunned, because their Wyvern Soul gauge got depleted, or the more time that they're just not in the fight altogether, the better. Again, if two of them attack you head to head, you will lose a heart unless something removes one of them in some way. So a big thing is get rid of the Blangos, which that was our big focus. It did take us 5 attempts on this one to get through. But again, a big part of it is getting your head-to-heads correct, lucking out with shielding stance when Assault Order is called, if it is called on you. With that, we were able to defeat it relatively easily. I mean, 5 tries is not anything to laugh at. You know, it's not like we bulldozed this thing, but it's also not too shabby.
Are you okay?
Thanks.
He is.
Don't push yourself.
Honestly, just surprised you have made it this far. I would have assumed there would be a point you got stuck, but I guess you could technically do gathering points and experience. No, we aren't doing. There's no gathering points. We've not picked up a single gathering point. We've not done anything like that. No killing monsters in Overworld. Nothing. The Bahabras and the Romobras are actually red symbol currently. We are very, very low. But yes, it's nice that we got this far at least. We'll see if we can continue that. It is literally the story quest, and that's all we've done. Shock trap.
Let's go.
Okay.
Nailed it.
You did it!
Now!
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You're all good. Now it's time to play. You're already on fire.
Counting on you.
I mean, you're already on fire. Let's try and poison you. Your speed, so... Oh wait, are you speed? Yeah, you're angry. Your face is red.
Nice.
Oh dang. Yeah. Yeah, this is technically the lowest you can be as far as level. And be this far in the game. He's doing the thunder attack, isn't he?
Let's go. Ready?
Why did I not get full health there? That's odd. Paralyzed, bitch.
Let's calm down.
Ah. So no side quests, neither, or character. Nope. No side quests, no character stories, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Now's your chance.
The only thing we've done is pick up chests and poogies, because neither give experience. Neither chests nor poogies give
Nice
experience.
one.
Watch out!
We can't break rocks, we can't mine ore, nothing. You are angry. That's broken. Let's do this one next.
There.
This should be a win.
Excellent!
This should be pretty easily a win.
Now!
Gonna miss.
Keep it up.
Ah, we are level 3. It's angry.
Nice.
I guess, yeah. Both level 3.
Come on.
See what the damage is.
I can do it.
1,047. Jesus. That's so bad.
Counting on you.
So fucking bad.
Nailed it. Good going.
Keep it up.
There.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and for the win,
Let's go. Ready? I got it.
oh no, it might be over.
The power of friendship.
Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is.
On to the next.
Okay.
What'd that get us to, like 34? So with the recent announcement of Royal Monsters, you're gonna grind your level
and Monsters on your main after this challenge run. Yeah, I mean, I only have to get... You have to be level 90 to unlock Royals, they said. At least that's what they alluded to. I do have to do some grinding because I think 88 is my character, and then my monsters are right around 80. You're cooked on Goss Harag fight? No. Oh yeah, dang, I didn't even think about how limited you would be on equipment. And Wanda sure will grind. Yes, as will I. Ton of fun, though. Ton of fun. Timberland has the ice cave. Oh, yeah, that's right. The second area. Yeah. There's not many caves there, though. And not many places for a monster to spawn. She doesn't spawn in this location? That's interesting. So Goss Harag not being feral is actually very good. He's what, power to begin with, right? Moving on to Goss Harag, as you heard, we're starting to get doubters in the chat, thinking that certain monsters are going to be our stopping point. Currently, the going theory is that Goss Harag will be one that we cannot make it past. Initially, Goss Harag seems like a very steep hill to climb, and I've been very excited to talk about this one. It is suggested for you to be around level 45 to 50 to be able to withstand its ice attack. We are not anywhere near that. We're level 35. Goss Harag itself is level 50. That's not why I'm excited to talk about this, though. Why I'm excited to talk about this is there was a particular strat that we were using back in the demo, and particular weapons we were using back in the demo. Two of those main weapons were, you guessed it, Magia's Charm, and the other one was Venom Monster. And if you thought we were going to go this entire playthrough without using Venom Monster, you'd be wrong. Because in this fight, it comes in clutch. That's right, a hammer from the first area. Weak ass, ugly ass hammer that does almost no damage. But it's got two things going for it. The same two things that we used it for in the demo. Great Wyvern Fell damage, and the ability to poison. Goss Harag itself, its normal attacks are not bad to deal with. It does have Cold Snap. That's, kind of a pain to deal with. It's got all three different move types that it uses. That's kind of a pain in the butt to keep under wraps. But that's not the true issue here. Real quick though, going through this move type. Normal state is power. Enraged Frost Knuckles, that's with the ice gloves, is technical. Both of those are fine. We don't have an issue with either one of them. The one that we have an issue with is Frost Blade. That's where it has its scythes on its hands. Those are a pain in the butt, because they killed me more often than not every time they came up. Now you can get it knocked out of this state if you can destroy those. We can't destroy those. We do not have enough turns to destroy those with our current builds. There's no way to do it. We just don't do the damage. Something that we were waiting to hit is the point that we weren't going to do enough damage to hit some of these breakpoints. So what we want is for an AoE attack to come on turn 2. Turn 1 is going to be a power attack. Turn 2, if it's the AoE Cold Snap attack, he will transform into Frost Knuckles. This is the much easier of the two to deal with, in my opinion. If he waits till turn 3 to do his AoE attack, called Cold Snap, he will turn into the Frost Blade version, which is much more difficult. Now, the AoE itself is not skippable. If you attack into it and stagger him out of it, for whatever reason, whether it be you deplete his Wyvern Soul Gauge that turn, or you do a kinship attack that turn, the very next turn, Goss Harag is going to do an AoE again. So you're not skipping it. He's going to do it regardless. Knowing that, you want him to do it as early as possible. Now, the reason we want Frost Knuckles is he does Ice Lariat first turn. Second turn, he will do a technical head-to-head. Third turn, he will do Chilling Dance, which is an AoE attack. If he is in Frost Blade, this has very, very, very bad potential. First move is going to be Frosty Flare, which is an AoE attack. Second move is going to be Ice Saw, And then the third and fourth moves are both going to be AoE attacks. He's going to do Frosty Flare again, and then Chilling Dance. This is why I don't like Frostblade. Frost Knuckles, much better. So our entire strategy here, going in, after we lost a few times, was wear the Wyvern Soul Gauge down, manipulate it how we need to, keep him burned and poisoned as much as possible, and just win with a war of attrition. Now this took us, I believe it was 5 times to win. It might have been 6, but I think it was 5. But it was not frustrating. It was fun. It was refreshing. It was very interesting to know that we're using the same old strategy that we used in the demo. That brought a smile to my face. And I couldn't have been happier employing that strategy one more time, just remembering how good the demo was.
Let's go.
Damn, I'm just thinking about how this challenge you're doing basically cuts you off from participating in 3/4 of the game. At least the Nuzlocke only cuts you out from half. Yeah. Yeah.
Watch out!
Okay,
Keep it up!
okay, you're not gonna do shielding stance now, you son of a bitch. It is technical.
Yes!
Last blade. Need to survive long enough for that to fucking proc though.
Counting on you. Ready? I got it! The power of friendship! Keep it up!
Now's your chance!
Amazing!
Let's calm down.
Let's go.
I've got this.
Dead.
Got him!
Oh, Goss Harag is down, bitch.
That's done.
Let's go.
And Wanda thought we couldn't do it. It was literally the fucking strategy that we came up with in the demo of just Wyvern fell the goddamn thing down, Blue Gauge, fucking Venom Monster coming in clutch again, Magia Charm again. Huge that we were able to get that. Huge that chests don't give you experience. That's what's huge. That's fucking amazing. So like I said before, the
Go.
the
Learn
goal
anything
here
useful?
is once this is done, if we know we can do this, then it's going to be to put together what a speedrun would look like, being able to pick up monsters and stuff. Because we'll have the general strats to actually get through stuff at the lowest level possible.
I don't know.
So then it's just about min-maxing.
Now, if you were going to ask me, which monster did I think we were going to get hung up on first, one of the top monsters on that list would have been Malzeno. Malzeno is not an easy, regular fight Elder Dragon to take down when you first meet it. It can cause you a good bit of issue. That said, we go back to our old faithful, 2 deaths, 3rd time's the charm. Because on the 3rd try, we take him down. We actually get through this fight in about an hour, between all 3 attempts and going back and making different weapons. What we end up taking in here is going to be the Goss Harag hammer, Magia's charm, because we still do need to lean on that for our heart recovery, and finally we take the Ajarakan gun lance. This is the first fight where we learn that burst fire that gives you guard afterwards, in this case for this gun lance guard large, will save us from the AoEs. That said, Malzeno likes to throw a lot of AoEs at you. You do have the upside though that Malzeno is going to use Curio Release. This is where it shoots the 3 red Curio balls at you, or someone on your party somewhere. This gives you a attack buff. Now unfortunately, Curio Release, which applies Blood Right to you, also decreases your HP. That said, you cannot be killed by Blood Right itself. It'll take you down to 1 HP and no farther. So you have this weird kind of synergy happening between you and Malzeno. You get to do more damage, it gets to gain a little bit of HP, you gain a little bit back every turn, but you lose it at the end. It's a back and forth. The big thing that we found for this fight was we had to keep breaking Malzeno's Wyvern Soul gauge. Now unfortunately, being an Elder Dragon, breaking the Wyvern Soul gauge to get it to blue gauge does not actually make the monster miss. What actually happens is it goes into a different state. It goes into the exposed state. The exposed state still has all the attack stats of Blood Right state. So in normal state you have speed attacks, in Blood Right you have technical attacks, and exposed you have speed attacks again. The upside though to keeping the Wyvern Soul gauge down is stunning the monster or depleting the full Wyvern Soul gauge will knock it out of its move. Because when it does its AoE, you can knock it out of it, and it will go back to a normal attack the next move. Another tip for this fight would be Eleanor. A lot of guys are going to tell you to use Ogden at this point. I very much disagree. Eleanor gives you the upside of tenacity. That is, when she gets down to 1 heart, she'll grant tenacity, which means you can survive 1 attack on 1 HP if your health is above a certain level. Overall, this fight was not as hard as I thought. There's not really too much for me to talk about here. I would have thought it was going to take a lot more. It wasn't too bad.
Ready? I got it!
Come on.
Some power, friendship!
We'll take them
And
down!
assault. Nice. Magnificent trio. Sorry, got lost in my thoughts. Probably shouldn't do that. I want to stay happy. Don't do that, man. That sucks. Oh God.
Counting on you.
Thank you! Now's your chance!
Good.
You got this!
Ooh, it's so close. It's my strongest move that's not on. That one. Actually, this is basically it. Yeah, I've just been going through it this past month and a half. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Try not to let it get you down. I know that's easier said than done. It sucks. It sucks.
Impressive! Watch out! We'll take them down!
Speed. I need to be technical.
already. Oh. When was your birthday? If you don't mind me asking.
Press it! Now!
Your technical...
Nice!
First of March.
Now's our chance!
Well, at any rate, happy belated birthday. You know,
Nice teamwork!
try and get away from it all as much as you can. That's what I do.
Careful.
Right here.
What's this?
Mega demon drug that gives you right before. Okay. Alright, alright. Yes. My left and right sometimes the other way around. It's alright, Victor. It's alright. We have a monster we've been, you know, sipping on for the last 3 hours. I have no work tomorrow. 39, huh? You're supposed to be around 65, 70 in this area. Yeah, no.
You've been to this place before?
Oh, yes.
This is a minimum experience run. We've done nothing extra. We haven't even picked up items or eggs.
Time to go.
Just the monsters that the game gives you.
But I've come so
Useless.
Prince!
come so far.
No! Prince!
Come so far.
No! Prince!
Come so far.
No! Prince!
Come so far.
Oh! Prince! No! Prince!
Useless.
No! Prince!
Come so
Doesn't matter.
Prince!
I tilted already there.
Oh!
Just, I need to get out of it.
No!
It's a loss.
come so far.
It doesn't matter. Can you evade this?
Come so far.
What happened there?
Prince!
Useless.
Fuck me. I thought he was speed.
Prince!
Useless.
Prince!
Like, we had it right there.
Come so far.
No! Prince!
Come so far.
What?
I can buy one.
Prince!
Come so far.
Prince! No! Prince!
Because the problem there was we weren't going to have enough stamina to redo that.
Time to go.
Oh, Arkveld, how you made me question my drive to even do this challenge anymore. I will say that there was a good many people that came into chat and were supportive during this quest and quests in the future here. But this is the first time I thought that this could be it. Like, we might not be able to make it past this point. This is actually what I thought most of the game was going to be like when I started this challenge originally. I was happy to find out, it's kind of bittersweet happiness, to find out that most of the game was not that difficult and we could get through it without too much issue. And then we make it up to this point and we start to hit walls. This is the point in the game where you have to start playing perfectly. You make a mistake, you will lose. And as you saw, the little montage at the beginning there, I even, like, if you notice, my shirt changes. We were at this for multiple days, multiple streams, and that's going to continue with monsters to come. This is not, nor are the following quests, easy. I keep saying quests instead of fights, but you know what I mean. There's one fight coming up that we do one shot. I've been saying for the last couple of fights that we're going to get away from Magia Charm. Now, as you can see, we're still using Magia Charm, and we're only a couple fights before the end of the game. And I've been saying this since Area 3 that we're going to be getting away from Magia's Charm. You got to keep in mind, getting to Area 4 took 8 hours, and that was 8 hours of screwing around, 8 hours. Like, we were going and finding all the chests, all the Poogies that we could, to figure out where the things were that might help us. But the first 3 areas were done in 8 hours. From there on out, we didn't stop this playthrough until I think like 34, 35, 36 hours, something like that. Mid 30s. So the majority of the playthrough is now. All that long-windedness to say, we are still using Magia's Charm in this, but this is the point where it takes a turn, because we can't get through this with just Magia's Charm. It doesn't give us enough. So every 5th turn, technically, we could get a new heart. That becomes a problem in these later fights because the monster that's doing AoE is taking 2 hearts. We're level 39 here. Arkveld is level 58. It is suggested you be at least level 50 for this fight to be able to survive certain things. We aren't surviving shit. So with Arkveld doing so many AoEs and so many red cone attacks, we needed something to get us over that hump because we're losing 2 hearts every time. 1 heart every 5 turns. You just can't gain them fast enough. So we implement something else, which is kind of odd because it takes another 5 turns to activate. So we got 5 turns for Magia's Charm, 5 turns for this other thing, and then we also use a little bit of luck. We get some paralysis in this fight that helps us out. We bank kinships and ride the monster. But the thing that actually carried us over the top was Cora using her magma surge at the right time. No, I'm just kidding. That did help. She did do that in this fight rather than just sitting on Gravy and banking it, which is infuriating when that happens. But the thing that actually carried us through this is Rey Dau's hunting horn. The Magnificent Trio on Rey Dau's hunting horn gives you critical eye for everybody. Now you're probably wondering, well, that doesn't make sense. Arkveld's going to be doing a lot of red cone attacks, a lot of AoEs. It's every other turn almost that he does an AoE. How are you going 10 turns? Like you're doing 5 with this hunting horn, 5 with this hunting horn, going 10 turns to gain 1 heart, but dodging 1 AoE, blah, blah, blah. Well, Rey Dau's hunting horn is not the only thing that can dodge. Rathalos, once it gets to, I believe, level 60, has a move called Critical Eye, where it evades any attack for that turn. However, that leaves us yet. We have the ability to use Deering Guard on our Ajarakan Gunlance, which will save us from dying with 1 HP. Even if we're at 1 HP, it will save us from dying with 1 HP. The whole workaround for this fight is you have to get through the beginning, which is scripted. This is where you have to use Mega Demon Drug on Ratha to give it attack large, so that on turn 5, I believe, you can use Savage Fireball. You will counter Arkveld's big AoE elemental release attack. From there, you don't have any more quote-unquote scripted scenarios where you have to do this, have to do that attack. From there on, using Cora as your partner, because you do need shielding stance at times. And then we have ways to dodge attacks and gain back hearts. And then we don't use any other stamina points. So Rathalos is going to stay banked for as long as possible, because Rathalos will gain stamina points while it is in our party bag, essentially. Every turn, every monster gains stamina points up until their starting amount of stamina. So as soon as you use Critical Eye, you put Ratha away. Same with Deering Guard. That's going to take 40 stamina. Magnificent Trio on Magia Charm is going to take 40 stamina. Magnificent Trio on Rey Dau's Hunting Horn is going to take 50 stamina. So we need our stamina to be very high for a lot of this. So to do that, we can't use high-powered attacks. So we go through this entire thing using just basic attacks to gain notes for our hunting horns, and then we bank the notes, and we don't use them right away unless we have to. Other things we can use, there's a surrogate gem. That's what the reference is. I can buy one in the 1 death. Also, Vital Essence. We can carry 2 of them. We can use them as well. This took us about 20 tries. And again, we're level 39 here. Now, I did think we were going to get to the end of the game at around 40-ish. That's not going to be the case. We are going to be slightly higher than that. You're going to start seeing us struggle a lot more. The death compilation is real. So let's see the end of this fight and keep it going.
There!
We need her to do her Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you.
I've got this.
I don't want to speak too soon, but this might be the fucking one.
Good one.
This might be the one.
Nice one.
All right, come on.
Keep it up.
High chance to crit. Do that one. I have all my hearts. I have exactly 40. Okay.
Good going. How's this?
Amazing.
Watch out! Let's calm down.
Okay, so it's technical, so we need to do power.
Let's go.
Switch.
Great!
We have another ride ready.
Counting on you. Ready?
We're gonna use one. We're gonna use one. We have 2 more in the bag. Paralysis is on him. Blast is
Keep
on him.
pushing!
Let's go.
Critical eye. During guard.
Come on, everyone.
It's power.
Counting on you.
He's doing bullshit. He's doing bullshit. He's doing bullshit. Switch to Ratha. Or switch to Jaw Titan. Thinking Ratha.
Let's go.
Switch.
Ratha! I got it!
Come on.
The power of friendship!
We need enough damage.
Keep pushing!
We need enough damage.
Counting
Thunder
on
drop. Go for damage. Do we just go for damage here? I think we just go for damage. Just fucking kill it. Just fucking kill it. Just die. Just die. Just die. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. Come on. It's dead. It's fucking dead. Fuck you.
Nice job.
Oh god.
Your Highness!
Thank you.
Arkveld down.
How is that monster so impossibly
Oh
powerful?
god.
Is there a chance that...
Critical eye on Ratha was the key. You were right. You were very right. Oh god.
Wait a second.
It's ancient!
Ancient.
Let up the...
Okie dokie then.
No!
Yeah. Okay.
Prince! No! Prince!
Come so far.
No. It wasn't. I mean, it was RNG, kind of. But Critical Eye on Ratha actually was the missing piece. You were absolutely correct, my guy. Critical Eye on Ratha, Deering Guard, and then just continuing to keep up stamina so that we could do Magnificent Trio on both our Rey Dau Hunting Horn so that we get Critical Eye for everybody, and on our Magia Charm Hunting Horn so that we can gain back hearts. And it was just a matter of, you know, figuring out what to use when, and We didn't even use a Vital Essence, I don't believe, in that fight. It was...
Don't let up the attack.
It was good. It was so worth it.
Finally coming to the first of 3 fights against Ancient. There's not much to say about this fight, other than I could have swore that we beat it first try. We in fact did not. We had 1 death in this. We had 1 time that we lost all our hearts. So there is that. I was wrong in the last voiceover part where I said there was 1 fight coming up that we one-shot. We have not. There will be no one-shotting for the rest of the game. That said, there's not much to this. You attack into Ancient, you need to break Ancient's Wyvern Soul Gauge to progress forward, and that's it. You just have to attack through, keep your hearts up, and don't do anything stupid. Out of the fights left, this is going to be by far the easiest fight. I don't have much of anything to say here. Just continuing on with everything we learned thus far, and we found out we were fine. We did have the 1 death, but we quickly rebounded and won the next try. So after this fight's done, we will go to probably the fight that took us the longest and actually became my favorite fight of the entire game at a lower level. Because it works so perfectly, it's insane. It's almost like they drew it up to work at minimal level and to get through with just the perfect strat. So we'll get there in a minute.
Maybe. This might help us, so might as well do it. We have full stamina.
Let's go.
Thanks. Don't push yourself.
Did not help Grabby. Grabby's fucking dead. Power. Savage Fireball. No. No, not Savage Fireball. You want Critical Eye up. Fucking miss.
Let's go.
I've got this.
Nice.
It stopped moving.
The Remobra are still red. Also, very bad signs. Okay. Okay.
Watch your back.
Be careful.
Hey. Time to go.
Here we go. Oh shit. He's speed. I can't be speed, you stupid fuck. Oh my god. The future video on this run will be get 1 billion views. Hopefully. Yeah.
Watch your back.
We'll see. I hope so. That'd be amazing.
Time to go.
That would be amazing. No!
No.
Fuck!
No. Sprint.
I've come so far.
She had to go first. Hey, Wanda. "84 turns we were in. 84 fucking turns. She just had to go first.
No.
Tell me I got burned. Dude, fuck this game.
Watch out!
I don't care. Just kill me.
Yes!
Head. It went first for all of us this time? Excuse me?
No!
That literally, like, we had 80-some turns where that didn't go first. Too little damage, and you're using Eleanor that double resists. Yes, it double resists, but Eleanor gives us the skill where we can survive a hit. Korra would be great, but Korra misses, her monster misses too much to be reliable. We tried Ogden, but he's a prick with going for his goddamn kinship.
Watch your back.
Be careful!
It's strong.
Now's your chance!
Perks of a challenge run is that
Amazing.
there are no perks. Exactly. See, that time we go first in the entire order. And Venom, oh my god, it's so inconsistent.
Prince! No!
so
Prince!
This the end?
Come on. No!
No! Prince! No! Prince!
Come so far.
Holy, we actually beat Arkveld? Oh yeah. I'll have to look at the VOD later. Yeah, it was the last VOD. I got very excited. Very excited. And then I almost had Azure Rathalos beat, and I fucked it up. We were like 86 moves in, and I screwed up, and we lost, and I haven't been able to get back to that point, so now I hate myself. You know how it is. You know how it is. So now we're trying to min-max, trying to figure this out. What was I doing? Oh my god, I am losing my mind.
So far.
I swear to God, I'm losing my mind.
What?
Okay. It's gonna be real funny when them royal monsters come out and they are 3 times easier than this. Yeah. This is harder than Espinos. I'll be honest. Espinos in the demo is nothing compared to this. Come on, I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. No! Oh!
No! Prince!
This
No!
the end?
Prince!
Come so far.
Turn 105. He's doing it again! He's fucking doing it again! On God, he sucks. Oh God. He is so bad.
Prince! No!
Fucking Angie didn't come through.
This.
That's all we needed was Angie. 3 of us went. Angie's just sitting over there fucking off. Oh, I hate you, Angie. I hate you. I haven't stunned him in 10 hours, so like, I don't think he can be stunned. But it's the only shot we had. Alright. Not use Gull.
No! Prince! No! Prince!
Come so far.
Chirpy's not even on the field and you heard it. Yeah. Tell me about it. You know what's sad? Ogden, for all his shortcomings, how much Chirpy pisses me off and everything, he's the best one for this. It's so bad. Oh, you also got the Rey Dau hunting horn. That's my hunting horn I use right now. Yeah, it's really good for the dodging. Can you get a bow with accuracy down? Yes, I can, and it doesn't fucking work. Oh, it irritates me so much. I tried that. So, oddly enough, I don't know if you were here for that yesterday or not, but
Ogden's accuracy or evade up small had us evading shit a lot. Just put it that way. Like more often than it should. But when I used the bow, because I did try bow, and I used accuracy down, even with accuracy down large, the fucker would not miss. Every single time it hit. Every time. So I don't know if it's coded that doesn't work. And unfortunately, I do not have a way to get evade up more than small. Period. Oh, but a stun? We fucking stunned. That's the first fucking stun I've seen in ever on this thing. Ever. That's insane. Thank you. To pop off when you win the will be legendary. No one likes Chirpy. Chirpy sucks. Chirpy is so bad. Oh, I hate him. And Ogden doesn't help. The reason why I don't use Ogden. See, the problem is we've gotten the farthest with Ogden. Like, I don't know what it is, but having Ogden seems to have brought us better results. Even with Chirpy being an idiot. My tier list video, Ogden with no upgrades by endgame is complete poop. Yes. Ogden in the beginning is peak. Same with Korra. Korra in the beginning is good too. But by the end game,
Let's go.
fucking put that man away. Put him away.
But I've come so far.
Chirpy killed us. At least he doesn't place a shock trap when the monster is knocked out. Yes, Korra is 100% known for that. 100% known for that. How's Azure so far? Over 10 hours in, we haven't beaten it. Put it this way, we made it to Area 4 in a little over 8 hours, like 8.5 hours. We are sitting on... $25.25 hours. With
Watch your back.
2 hearts.
Challenge.
Hey, time to go.
Because otherwise, every time we Deering Guard, we are risking not having a
Let's go.
heart buffer. Azure Rathalos went from being my most hated, frustrating, I'm sick of this, I don't want to do this anymore fight, to the fight that I love the most. And I think some of that comes from both the fight itself and also the journey that Chat and I had going through the over 10 hours. I think total was somewhere around 13 or 14 hours in this fight. I picked some clips up, and you can see in those, the 10 minutes before this, that my demeanor goes from frustrated with the fight mechanics to almost maniacally happy and just chilling out with Chat and just having a good time. Still complaining, don't get me wrong, still complaining. Mostly about Chirpy, though. This fight will shine a light on some of the bad AI decisions. Not game design-wise, but just the AI just making bad decisions. And it becomes less frustrating and more just funny that it continues to happen. Like, we hate Chirpy, okay? This entire channel, every one of us that has had to sit through those 13, 14 hours of this fight. I mean, no one else had to sit through it. I had to sit through it. But, you know, I'm happy everyone did. Every one of us hate Chirpy. Chirpy became the epitome of a letdown. So many times in the span of playing this, Chirpy let us down that it became a meme on the channel. I've never had that happen before, where the computer is just that bad. Like, Korra, yeah, she'll lay a trap down while the monster is already knocked over, so the trap is just a wasted move and a wasted item. You know, whatever. Chirpy, debilitating lift every other turn. I could count on one hand how many times this monster chose to use Fruit Frenzy for the entire duration of fighting Azure Rathalos. What made it worse is we didn't actually get that many good attempts in that long span of time, because a good attempt is going to take you like an hour. Our win took us an hour and 20 minutes. An hour and 20 minutes of this fight just continuing to go on and fucking on. And it drives you mad. Until you understand it. So first thing we needed to understand was Magia's Charm is in the trash. No more Magia's Charm. We are going with Rey Dau's Hunting Horn as our primary weapon. Now, speaking of just what we're using in the final fight here, we then go with the Ajarakan Gun Lance. This will give us Deering Guard. Now, Deering Guard is not guaranteed to save us because Azure Rathalos can do one of two blights on his AoE attack. He can do Blast Blight or Burn. If he does Burn, Deering Guard was a wasted turn, wasted stamina, you lose a heart. Because you're down at 1 HP, and the burn kicks in after Deering Guard's gone. It doesn't protect you from it, so you lose your 1 HP and wasted turn. Blast Blight's not as bad with that because it doesn't proc right away. However, you have a limited number of times you can clear Blast Blight. Throughout the fight, if you get Blast Blighted too often, the Blast Blight will take your lives and you will lose. So the whole time, you're just hoping no burn, no Blast Blight. Now, the next thing you're going to ask is, well, why don't you put anti-burn on? Because I think anti-burn medium is what we have for a decoration at this point. That doesn't work. So there's some intricacies with this fight, and I'll go over those in a second. But real quick, the last weapon here is going to be Malzeno's Hammer, and that comes in clutch to break the head. We break the head twice, resulting in a knockdown and resetting Azure back to normal state rather than battle-bound state. So there's 3 basic stages for Azure Rathalos. There's normal state, which he'll do power attacks. Then when he flies right outside of normal state, that's enraged. And then he is doing speed attacks at that point. And the last one is battlebound, which he does technical attacks. But battlebound is a little weird because, one, he's going to be in that state almost the entire fight. Until you break the head, he will be in battlebound state once he goes in battlebound state. Battlebound state, once he goes in it, will start off with Ignition Fang, which is a red cone attack, and then he will do Inferno Breath, which is an AoE attack. In the same turn. Turn after that, he will do a technical head-to-head. Turn after that, he does Ignition Fang and Inferno Breath again, and then switches to do his Battlebound Airborne state, in which case he does Infernal Judge, which is, again, another AoE attack. And he does this over and over and over again. Now, we tried everybody in this fight, except for Thea. Now, Ogden shouldn't work. Ogden should not be the one that you take. Korra, theoretically, should be the one that you take. There's a problem with Korra, though. We'll get to that in a second. We did try Gaul. Gaul is just a strict no-go. Eleanor, although she has tenacity, her Angie doesn't move fast enough for the fight, and she can only use tenacity if she goes down to 1 heart. So now you're banking on her essentially landing on 1 heart, using tenacity, and then remembering which monster has tenacity, or not switching out the monster until it's used, and then hoping that it actually procs, and then, no, it sucks. She does okay damage for being fire on fire, but not good. Leaving us Ogden and Korra. Ogden's who we go with. The big problem with Ogden is Chirpy. Chirpy's a piece of shit, as we've established at this point, and goes for Debilitating Lift, and never goes for Fruit Frenzy, and Ogden doesn't like to do his Venom Surprise to cancel out an AoE attack. The last option is Korra. Again, Korra with Shielding Stance should be great for this because of the red cone attacks. However, Gravy misses too often. And with Gravy missing and not being consistent enough, also doing fire damage, which isn't great for this fight, I was never able to get Korra to work. Korra always left me high and dry when I needed her to hit. Not to mention, she will just lay a trap down while the monster's knocked over, wasting her turn, wasting the item. Now go into a couple things that I found that do not work in this fight. 1. While battlebound, Azure Rathalos will heal any abnormal status the very end of the turn it gets it. Burn, poison, paralysis, anything. Stunning it. In the 13 or 14 hours that I've battled this monster in this playthrough, I noticed we got a total of 1 stun. And we're using moves that can stun. I am going to say, without any actual data looking at the back end, do not ever try to stun this thing, because it's not going to work. The next things that don't work very well. The anti-burn, like I said before. It seemed like every time we put the anti-burn medium decoration on, we got burned every single time it did an AoE attack. We got burned. We take the anti-burn medium off, and it's only sometimes. Next thing that doesn't work very well. Evasion versus accuracy down. Ogden giving us evasion small worked better than doing accuracy down large with the bow. Accuracy down large never once let us survive. It hit us every time. The only time it missed is if we had one heart. It would have missed me or the monster, but not both. I don't know why. I will never understand this. But once you understand that it happens, not that you know why it happens, but once you understand that it happens, you understand not to try that. It's a waste of time. So what did we do? We went in with Rey Dau, Hunting Horn, Ajarakan, Gunlance, and Malzeno's Hammer. We also min-maxed our monsters by changing out who has what skills. So you'll see that Critical Eye is not on Ratha anymore because we need Ratha for other things. Ratha can survive the red cone if Ratha does not get targeted with Ignition Fang, which is the red cone portion, the single target portion. It will survive Inferno Breath while you're riding it, meaning you can continue riding and just ride out as long as possible. Now, you cannot survive Infernal Judge. That will one-shot you on top of Rathalos. However, neither you lose a heart there, though. So the trick that we went through for that, when it does Infernal Judge, you use a Surrogate Gem, making both of you dodge that attack, and you continue riding for as long as possible. Apart from that, we are going to just bank kinship gauges as much as possible. We are going to bank our notes on our Hunting Horn, and then we're going to break the head. Note here, Yin Kutku, while being ridden, cannot survive the AoE attacks. Only Rathalos. Critical Eye is now on Polumu because its starting stamina is higher. We still have Unstoppable on Yin Kutku. I do suggest not riding your monsters until you have a ton of them either fully maxed, that you're going to have to be using them without actually gaining any kinship gauge, or until you don't have stamina enough on you or Polumu to use a Deering Guard on you or a Critical Eye on Polumu. As far as outspeeding Azure Rathalos, I still have no idea why that works like it does. I can tell you there's certain attacks that will go first no matter what, such as Blast on the Hunting Horn. Overall, this fight did a lot of things for me. It helped me realize some flaws in the game, especially with the AI, but it also made me appreciate the fact that we are level 42. Azure Rathalos at this point is level 67. The fact that we can get by with just what the developers give us in the monsters in the story, and just what we can make by defeating those monsters in the story, is a masterclass of design. Whether or not they intended it, whether or not it is something, that just happened by accident, because of that, because of interactions with chat, because I can replicate this now. Maybe it's just bias because now I've done it, but I love this fight. This is my favorite fight in the game for lowest level runs. I highly suggest going to watch that video about beating Azure Rathalos at the lowest possible level to see the full run, because it is a special run. So here's the end of the fight. You can see how happy I am. And we'll see you on the next monster.
This right here. Full-blown panic mode right now. 237 defense, 303 HP, 330 HP. Same defense. Ratha barely survives. Ratha survive with more than 30 HP. Doesn't matter, he's weaker to fire than Ratha is. But if Venom Shot goes first, if Venom Shot goes first, we're fine. Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Counting on ya.
Thanks.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I see you. I see you.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Watch out!
Have to build up your hunting horn melodies and get critical eye to get my gunlands to use guard to tank is hard. Yes. I can imagine it is. Use venom shot, please.
Thanks.
I need that. I need that damage in there.
Oh
Sorry, everyone.
Come on, everyone.
This is it. This is it. This is as much as we can do here.
There!
Power of friendship. Okay, do we risk it with crit eye and during guard? But if we get burned, we're done. Or do we risk going first? I swear Lady Luck was on my side because I don't know how the fuck did I win. Votes in chat. Votes in chat. Start a poll. Dodge. Vote for speed. There's a poll. To be honest, I really don't know. Risk going first. That's never worked for us late in the fight. Oh, I'll be honest. I'm thinking about risking dodge. Risk going first. See, the problem is I will go first. I don't know if I don't know if Jaw Titan here will go first or not. Dodge is safer, but you may either die, so might as well risk it. But I'm also thinking about what comes next. See, if I stagger him here, he's going to come out and do another AoE instantly. If I dodge, even if he does another AoE instantly, I can take him down, stagger him again. I can't do quick bite. I mean rapid bite? It's not enough. Won't get me there. Won't get me there. %, hope for speed. We're 114 turns in. I don't know what to do. Okay. The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken.
worked! It worked! It fucking worked! Thank you, God! You guys are legends. You guys are legends. Okay, so now I have enough turns. I should be able to get this pretty close here.
Thank you.
Watch out!
Keep it up!
You see, I was right, but everyone made me look crazy. Reference. Chirpy, you worthless monster, use proof here. Oh my God.
Counting on you.
No burn. No burn or blast. No burn or blast. Please, for the love of God.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Watch out!
I need you to do a ton of fucking damage. A ton of fucking
go.
damage.
Okay. How about that?
I won't give up. Counting on you.
I needed more damage than that.
Keep it up!
Okay, okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Can I break the head again? Nobody panic. I'm fucking shaking.
All right.
Okay, we can outspeed this. But I don't have unstoppable. I have hyper shot. I don't know if hyper shot is enough. If I go first, I'll get it. I don't know that I'll go first. Blast. Just use blast.
60 and 40, that's 100. It should be enough. Blast.
Good going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No!
Extend it as long as possible. So if I take it down this turn, that's one less turn. Extend it as long as possible.
Counting on you.
Thanks.
Watch out!
Come on, you piece of shit. Savage Fireball is the strongest move we have.
Let's go.
I know he's not weak to fire, but actually, I don't want to double attack here. You won. I don't. Meteor Hammer.
Nice.
How's your chance?
Come on, just fucking. Whoa, we have a ride. We have a ride.
Amazing.
We're okay. It's done. Fucking God. Oh! You guys are goats. Oh, please give it a break between them. Please tell me it's not back to back. If it's back to back. Yeah, that's done. Oh. I am so happy. I am so happy. Oh God, I couldn't remember if it was back to back. Oh shit. Oh. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, the heat is on in here. I am roasting. This is. Oh God. Turn that off. Turn that off. God damn. Okay. Oh, let's fucking go. Level 44. Oh. Oh, let's see what you guys said. Let's see what you said. Just bring it home. GG. Good job. Huge. Let's go. Chirpy, you don't deserve praise. Fuck you, Chirpy. Now the next one. Laugh my ass off. Yes. Big W. Let's go, Tilted. Good job. Lady Luck is proud of you. Double W's happened today. Oh, God. What is it? 2 fights yet? We have Lunagaron and I'm shaking. And Ancient, right? Oh, fuck. Did I save? I saved, right? I saved. It says 44. We're fine. We're fine. After hours and days, we did it. It's been 2 full days. So not yesterday, but the day before we started. No, it was yesterday. Yesterday we beat Arkveld.
I'm just gonna come right out and say it. If we
And then we
haven't
went
found
straight to Azure Rathalos.
It's a strong one.
Why?
And we had like 10 hours yesterday fighting that damn thing. And we are 3 hours and 40 minutes into this stream. That's ridiculous.
Careful.
For an Azure Rathalos. I don't remember anything about this motherfucker. So here we go to fuck it up.
Give up.
Yes, Luna target Chirpy. No one likes Chirpy here. And there's a good reason why. Damn fucking straight, there's a good reason why. He just enjoys singing songs of his people. Fuck the song of his people. Speak for yourself, I love Chirpy. You! Psycho Shasher! You take that back. You were here yesterday. You take that back. You do not defend this fucking thing. This thing is garbage. Gotta go middle finger trickery.
Oh,
See you, Wanda. Hey, Sora. I have to battle a bound Azure Rathalos, and I died every time. Welcome to my life the last 2 days before this.
Now that we're at the last monster, before we get to the final boss, we're finally made to push out of our comfort zone. And in this fight, the safe playstyle did not work for us. We were not able to take Magia's Charm in, we were not able to take Rey Dau's Hunting Horn in to try and play it safe. What we ended up having to do, what ended up working, was just pure damage. Which was interesting because up until this point, we've not had to do that. Now, early on in the playthrough, you know, Velociprey and Velocidrome, obviously, pure damage is fine. There's not much strategy there. But the later on we got, the more it became strategy-based, trying to maneuver around not to get hit. But then we get to this fight, and this fight very much punishes you for that. In that, Lunagaron will use this move called Mud Torrent, which basically makes water puddles underneath you and does damage every turn. So we have another instance that Deering Guard is not going to work all the time because it's going to do essentially the same thing that Burn did to us when we were fighting Azure Rathalos. Now it doesn't do this all the time, but when it does, it's going to pair it up with an AoE attack called Rising Shot or Silver Breath. But being as they're paired up with Mud Torrent, the only way to get around that is to straight up dodge. Because dodging the actual attack will also dodge the after effect of it. It will not lay the mud puddle. Another way to do this is if you're on the monster. If you can survive the initial hit, the mud puddle will not spawn under you while you are riding the monster. Now we do have a move that comes in very handy here with Rathalos. It's Savage Fireball, because Lunagaron is never resistant to fire in this whole fight. It is weak to fire in its normal state, and in its battle-bound state, it's neutral to fire, but resists everything else. So most of this fight, we're going to lean on Rathalos and Savage Fireball. And for a good amount of it, we're going to be riding Rathalos. And you'll see we employ the same tactic we did in the Azure Rathalos fight, in that we are going to ride Rathalos as long as possible whenever we can. And we're only going to activate the kinship move when we absolutely have to, and when we think that it is viable to do so and break the Wyvern gauge. As far as weapons, we're using Ajarakan Gunlance, yet again. We also are using Malzeno Hammer and Malzeno Longsword. Now the longsword in this gives us a unique way to dodge an incoming AoE. What we can do is we can charge up the gauge on the longsword, then we can go into lunge stance, and then we can use Spirit Release Slash to gain crit eye for a turn, meaning we won't get hit, and after an attack is initiated on us, we will then retaliate, dodging it and doing a ton of damage. As far as Malzeno's Hammer, we're going to be using Meteor Hammer along with Sweet Spot. As far as a partner, we're taking Eleanor. We tried Ogden on this, it didn't work. We tried Korra on this, that didn't work either. The fire damage that Eleanor gives and the damage that she gives with her greatsword just put us over the top here. She was by far the best one to use. This fight is going to take us less than half the amount of turns that Azure did, and Lunagaron is actually at level 68 here, and everything I find is recommending about level 60 minimum. We are at level 44. After this fight's done, we're going to be at level 46, going into the final fight, but level 44, 24 levels lower, and we found a way. Now, there's not much else to this particular fight. We tried a lot of other things, again, using the hunting horns and whatnot, and none of those seemed to work because it just took too long to get our notes up. This is actually one of my least favorite fights in the game, even though Lunagaron is probably my favorite monster currently. Now, we did end up beating it in about 4 hours, so there is that. It didn't take 14 that Azure did. There's not much else to the fight. There's not much else going on. We'll watch the end of this fight here, and then we will move on to the final 2 fights, both against Ancient, and we'll see how we fare there. We're at the home stretch. Can we make it?
go. Ratha!
Flame fireball.
Nice.
Okay, come on. What do we do? I have nothing else for hearts. I think we have to go for sky high dive. I think that's the only thing we can do here.
I got it! This better work! Counting on you. All right. Keep it up!
Fuck. Okay, so we don't have enough for Deering Guard. I'm not in lunge stance. The only option I have is to do this. I have to hope that Killer Tackle and hits first. I wish he didn't use Rage Slash. Come on. No! Oh, yes! Yes!
Nice one.
Yes! Yes! Okay. Alright. Okay, we win. We win. We win. We win. We win.
Go.
Lunagaron is down. Lunagaron is down. Fuck, I don't know. The sweet spot for all I give a fuck. This one does more. Okay. I don't know how Rage Slash went first there, but fucking by God. Oh, Lunagaron down.
Nice teamwork.
Let's fucking go.
For all we've done, Ancient's still
Yeah, it's
running
fluctuating
rampant.
back
I
and
hate
forth.
to say it. Counting on you.
Critical Eye. During Guard.
That crystallization attack.
The erosion. No!
Yeah. Why, thank you, Eleanor.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I won't give up.
Oh, okay, okay.
I can stop him for a turn. I can get the burn with Fireball or the poison, but this one does more. Magnificent Trio. Finally, after all of this, we are finally at Ancient. The second fight out of 3. Now, if you were expecting some big explanation here telling you how difficult this fight was and some in-depth viewpoint on this, I don't have it. I'm sorry, but the first and second fight for Ancient are not difficult. They are very bland. Ancient does do some AoEs and some red cone attacks, but other than that, there's not much to be afraid of. You just cannot attack his Blightstone while it's glowing. At this point in the game, even on minimal experience, minimum battles, we've been trained to deal with AoEs basically every other turn, and this fight's no different. We go in with Malzeno's Longsword, Ajarakan's Gunlance, and Rey Dau's Hunting Horn. We take Rey Dau's Hunting Horn because we actually do have a bigger window here where we can build up some notes and we can avoid some of the AoE attacks. Now, he's going to start off with an AoE attack, of which we're going to use Deering Guard to get out of, and we're going to use Critical Eye on our Polumu, and we're fine. From there, we're just going to build up Hunting Horn notes, bank those for if we need them, build up our Kinship Gauge. The fight's not that in-depth. If you keep at it, you can easily beat it at this level. That's not the problem. You might not do it first try. It took us till a third try to do it here. That's just our MO for this run, apparently. But it's really just a matter of, does he do an AoE attack or does he do a red cone attack? If he does too many AoE attacks in a row too early, he will wipe you. There's not much you can do there. But the MO, again, is much the same. You're going to use the Longsword for damage. You're going to use the Hunting Horn to bank notes so that you can dodge as a team. And you're going to use the Gunlance for Deering Guard. And as per always, you want to use Deering Guard in conjunction with Critical Eye. The one downside to this fight is the fact that you will not gain any experience from it to get you up past the level 46. This will become a problem, because while this fight's not that bad, and Ancient as a whole is not that bad, fighting him one-on-one, the next fight is completely different. Let's meet over there. Fireball.
Counting on you.
Burned. He's toppled.
Keep it up!
Be extra safe. Nah, we got it. We got it. We got it.
Okay. Hey, Wanda.
We did it! We
Hey, it's
got
alright,
Ancient to
Scott.
stop.
Hey, I was thinking blast as well. I just didn't know if you'd get stunned there, and I didn't know if we'd be able to kill him then. I did not know if we'd be able to kill him. Doing good. Just went to dentist today. Nice. Nice. Easy fight. Yeah. Uh-huh. There's one more, is there not? This is the last one, right? Ooh, boy.
All right, let's go. Please, Ancient, you must endure this. We'll return you to normal. I promise.
It's a Norwell.
Hear its pulse. It's not sounding good.
Yeesh, that Blightstone armor looks nasty. There's
Then that's what we'll do.
I don't know that we're going to be able to win this one first try. Does he... He's doing an AoE attack to start, isn't he? I should have bought 2 surrogate gems. I just finished drawing the most gory ass burn marks on this dragon puppet design. And then there's this huge whale that cracked its shell. Definitely gonna want part breaker to avoid the auto loss bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, it's an ugly Narwhal. This is Duna evolved. That's what this is.
Let's go.
I should have got another surrogate gem.
Now's our chance.
That crystal is ginormous.
If it did,
Okay, so excuse me? The fuck was that?
Crystal arrows at us. Doesn't look like we can take many of those.
There's no getting close to...
Let's calm down.
Did I not use Crit Eye there? What did I use? Did I just switch to cheeks? No, I used Crit Eye. I used Crit Eye. I want to fight between this motherfucker and Tura. Yeah. One of the gods' creation. That was some bullshit. It's technical again, right?
Counting on you.
Don't overdo it.
Thanks.
I've not seen this because I beat him first try before.
Let's go.
Okay. That's it.
This'll do it.
See if that works.
Crystal is ginormous.
If it did,
Trouble's definitely.
No.
Don't survive it.
No. What?
It's firing.
There's no getting.
Let's calm down.
I do have a slight problem here. We're getting nowhere. Because Blue Gauge doesn't do anything for us. And we aren't doing enough damage. First fire. Can I live this now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna try Crit Eye at the opening again. I just want to see if it was a fluke.
All right, let's go. Please, action. You must. I could hear its.
Yeesh! That light.
Then that's what we'll do.
Critical
Counting on
Eye.
you.
During guard. No. Burst fire. Burst fire.
Okay. That's it. Now.
That crystal is ginormous.
if it did,
Trouble's definitely.
No, Critical Eye does not allow you to live at all.
There's no getting.
Let's calm down.
Damn. I should put Overpower on, like, Ratha or something.
Counting on you.
That was a good amount of damage.
That crystal is ginormous.
if it did,
No.
It's firing crystal.
There's no getting close.
What do you mean I didn't? Wait. Grimclaw didn't die. But I did. But I think I did figure something out.
Please, action. I could hear.
Yeesh!
Then that's what we'll do.
Okay. Overpower.
Let's go.
Try regular shelling, not skill shelling. Go here.
Okay,
Still guard small.
That's it.
That crystal is giant.
If it did.
What the fuck was
There's
that?
no getting.
Let's calm down.
Oh, you're definitely weak to dragon. And Grimclaw is strong against dragon. Stormtrooper! Ancient seems horrifying for this challenge. Yeah, it is the final fight. And it's just like, I've hit a brick wall. Like, I can't do anything in this fight. It's not like we're getting anywhere.
Yeesh, that blood.
Then that's what.
I'm trying to think of like different stuff that works, but so I think this should work now.
Okay.
That's it.
Now.
All right, now do we live?
If it did,
We live. Both me and the monster live,
There's no getting close.
saving 2 hearts. I believe Simon also scales with your level. Yes, he's the same level. Ironically, his Wrath of D does nothing and just survives. No, he can't carry. Savage Fireball. Shelling. Shelling.
You okay? Thank you. Now's your chance.
I live that one. Okay. Alright.
I could hear it.
Yeesh, that blood.
Then that's what we'll.
Here's the question. Does the guard help us? Actually.
That crystal is ginormous.
if it did,
Does.
No.
Inspiring crystal arrow.
There's no getting.
I need to stop here soon. Alright, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do defensive deity there.
Counting on you.
Thanks.
This'll do it.
Alright, let's see what kind of health we have now.
if it did,
Trouble step.
No!
crystal air.
There's no getting close.
I won't give up. You okay? Thank you.
Defensive Diddy is worse than guard small. Guys, let's beat ancient Germany. It will go away if we do that. Jerpy deserves to die. Jerpy is a pain in the ass. If there's one thing that this challenge has taught me, it is that the AI is very, very, very bad. That's not borrowing. It's going on a field trip to Never Never Land, where you never get out.
I could hear its pulse.
Then that.
Okay, so overpower, and now defensive Diddy.
Let's go.
Does that do enough?
That crystal is ginormous. Did Ancient make that?
If it did,
Trouble step.
No.
No. No.
So I have a feeling that defense, when it says defense up small,
There's
it's
no getting close to
non-elemental
ancient.
defense.
Calm down.
Got it.
That's a problem. Shelling. Oh no, that's gonna kill us.
No.
Okay. Well, shit. Like, I was able to find a way to survive the first AoE here. But like, this first AoE, you can't dodge.
if it did,
Trouble step.
So you have to take the attack,
Spiraling crystal.
There's no getting.
and then Simon usually spends a turn healing. Somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something, unless it's just rush the part breaks. See, that's what I initially thought last night, too. Just try and get the part breaks done. The problem you run into there is breaking the parts doesn't stop his AoEs. Like, if we don't break the rock, if we don't kill the rock, he does a wipe. Like, the part breaks on him, these things, these cores, do not matter. Because we'll get wiped by the rock. The rock has to go. Like, we have to kill that rock immediately.
counting on you.
Because that's what he used to throw at us later.
Amazing. Right now.
This wouldn't be such a big deal if it wasn't for the fact that we have to use Simon.
Go.
Now's your chance.
Okay, so that's fine.
Now.
I feel like such like a buzzkill right now because I'm just like so down about this. I just don't see a way forward.
Ginormous.
If it did,
Trouble step.
That sucks.
No.
This'll do it.
Yeah, I know you feel being bummed
That crystal is
or
ginormous.
making it this
Did
far is
Ancient
pretty
make
dang
that?
good with how strict the rules are. Yeah.
if it did, then
Trouble step.
Yeah, like I'm super like happy that we made it this far. Like, don't get me wrong, like this playthrough was amazing. I had a great time.
Calm down.
I'm not like upset that I did it or anything like that. It's just I wish there was like,
I don't know. I feel dumb right now. Like, I feel like there's got to be a way, but I just can't see it.
That's right. This is not a fairy tale ending. We didn't beat it. We never did. The playthrough stopped. I moved on to other things like Pragmata. We never did come back and try and beat this. I don't think it's actually possible. At least with what we have. Now, I do think it's possible if we do some things slightly different through the playthrough. And I'm not talking about rules. See, when we got to Area 4, we started making a whole bunch of stuff to try and get through the fights. I do have another trick up my sleeve. The problem with that, we'd have to do a complete other playthrough, because I have no way to back up my save to a prior save state. If this video gets a decent amount of views, a few thousand, I think we'll do another live stream, and we'll see if we can push through the final fight this time. Now you saw up until this point that we were able to live the first hit. However, you cannot dodge the first hit. I think the highest we got was like the mid-teens for number of moves in, and that's not very far. I don't think we were able to defeat even one of the cores. The problem is, the crystals that Ancient calls will wipe you if you let them live, so you have to try and focus on them to kill them, because you're not going to survive long enough taking AoEs from those things. Wyvern souling them down doesn't work either, and you're stuck not being able to change your partner. I can honestly say, though, I did have a ton of fun, even in this last fight, the final fight of the game, where at a certain point, I just seemed down in the dumps. I still had a lot of fun. I still am thankful that I did this run. It sucks that I wasn't able to bring you guys the win in the end. There's going to be growing pains in something like this. I didn't expect to get to Area 4, let alone the final fight. And like I said, once we got to Area 4, we were just making equipment left and right, trying to get through stuff. There's certain weapons that we made and certain armors we made that we ended up not using because they just didn't work. I do want to say thank you to everyone that watched this video. I want to say thank you to everyone that was in the streams with me. I will be doing another run. It will be relatively soon, I believe. I don't think there's anything on the horizon that we have to do or have to cover. I do want to do one more thing, though. I want to call out someone that was in the streams with me that helped me think of theories, helped me think of ways through fights, and was very supportive. I'm going to call out SKA1. He has a YouTube channel. He also does videos on Monster Hunter, and he makes some excellent guides. So if you guys are ever looking for another channel, I suggest you go check him out. He's really good. With that, in the background, you can see us beating Ancient on our main save, and all we're doing is pressing A, and that's it. We're not picking any attacks, we're pressing A. That's all we're doing for the entire fight. We're level 88, our monsters are somewhere around level 80-ish, and we're going to see if we can win. And then there's a little snippet at the end as well that's kind of funny. But yeah, that's the run. We were able to get all the way to the final fight. And the thing that stopped us, I believe, was poor planning on my part. And we're going to try and fix that. So I hope to see you guys in the stream. I hope you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment with any different strategy that you can think of that you might want me to try out. Have fun watching the rest of this fight, and I hope to see you around.
What changed? I went to the original playthrough. I wanted to see what the thresholds were. We've been doing nothing but pressing A this amount of time.
That's it.
Yeah, the completed file. We can take 3 of the, I can't figure out how to do it with my finger. 3 of the opening hits before we die. And we could have just, oh, we're still alive. Never mind.
Don't overdo it.
Still alive. Just pressing A here. All the cores are done.
Fourth one down!
Leave it to me! Let's finish this!
We're gonna seriously beat this thing by only
This is
pressing
bad.
the A button.
But he must.
There! All right! Go ahead!
We do press the start button to get rid of that stuff. That's it.
Right now! You okay?
Thank you.
No!
Still alive.
Ancient, I won't give up. Okay. That's it.
Oh, tax evasion wolf went
Keep it
down.
up.
So much skill. So much skill. Stun applied.
Now's your chance.
You did it!
Heartbroken.
We've broken the true nucleus!
Start.
Help me out!
Engine at assault. Oh my god, we're gonna fucking win this. This is ridiculous. We have to press Y. This is scripted. This is so great.
You want some more?
3,069 damage for the win. We just
Did that work? Calm yourself!
we just
Ancient!
won. Yeah, I had to press Y. Yeah. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. We pressed A the whole time. Did not dodge, did not do anything. Did not choose any skills, just pressed A. No, YouTube won't
All right.
if it allows you to
Let's
put your
go.
name, it won't censor your name as far as I'm aware. Like, if it allows you to make your account with that name, I don't believe it will censor you. I will tell you it will censor Lynch.
Must endure this. We'll return you to normal. I promise.
Here it's
That
Then
Because I
that's
tried
what
to type, we should publicly lynch Chirpy in a chat, and it wouldn't let me put lynch. Yeah, I did try and send it in Ark's chat. How'd you know? I was in there talking mad smack about Chirpy today. Like, horrible smack about Chirpy today.